fine.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Frank, you've navigated so many leaderboards in your career. This is the way to do it, isn't it?
Oh, there's plenty of holes ahead too, Rich. Third place, a really good position to be playing from here on in. I'm loving that balance.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. Frank, this one's offline.
There's rough and thick stuff over there.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up.
Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
Oh no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Boy, look out. Just 2 shots back after that birdie.
And now things are starting to change, too.
17th here at Royal Troon. This is a very strong par 3, isn't it, Frank?
Well, if rabbits have teeth, then this is why it's called rabbit. Very, very strong par 3.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. With that birdie, moves 1 shot closer to the lead. Frank, you've played in and contended at so many major championships. It's not a major if the finishing hole doesn't present a real challenge. What do you think of Royal Troon's finishing hole?
Well, it's not just the 18th hole, Rich, too. It's 16, 17, and 18 because the prevailing breeze, especially at the Open Championship time of the year, which is the second week in July, is normally back into it. So you look at that 464 yards, that's well bunkered off the tee, 3 on the left, 1 on the right, into a puffer breeze, and you've got yourself a great finishing hole.
Big full swing here. That's the way you want to finish up here at the 18th hole. Excellent drive and gives himself a good chance to go after this hole location.
Pretty good, Rich. Maybe just a touch right.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. No doubt about that one. That was struck with confidence. Frank, we did see some good golf out there today, but others really struggled.
Yeah, any competitive player wants to win. We don't doubt that, but we know you're not going to win them all. So it's still important for every golfer to continue to gain experience, to actually get something out of each and every tournament they play in.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Pittsburgh Invitational. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Novola. We are back in the state of Pennsylvania getting set to kick off the round here at one of the great golf courses in the world, Oakmont Country Club. Frank, you're very familiar with it because you were right in the mix down the stretch at the 1994 U.S. Open right here at Oakmont.
And Rich, it's so good just to be back here. There's so much history in Oakmont. It's been a host to so many prestigious tournaments in our sport, such as the U.S. Amateur, the U.S. Open, the Women's U.S. Open, and the PGA Championship. It's just one of the true gems on the golf landscape.
Not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. Looks like about 80 yards left. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
How about that shot? From that lie to get it that close, tremendous effort. Getting set now over the putt. Well, that's disappointing. He misses the par putt, and he'll have this for bogey. That's a bogey putt, dropping down the leaderboard a bit, now at 2 over par. We are at the par 5 12th here at Oakmont. This is a big par 5 at 667 yards.
He's going for a little extra.
Just pulverized that golf ball.
Oh, huge. Huge with a capital F.
Busted that. Frank, they say you have to ride the wind. Boy, he got all of that one.
Got every ounce out of the conditions.
Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You've got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
Putting all of his talents on display here from the rough, and he knocks it really close. Beautiful shot. Now comfortably inside that cut line, the former national champ makes birdie. Action flying all over the place. Let's get down now to the 13th. Finishing up this first round has not gone all that well, but still a little time, Frank, to put a positive spin on the day.
Because tough days are actually hard to score. I know that's stating the obvious, but to minimize the damage. So this is all about trying to minimize the damage, because when you're playing well, it's easy to score well.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie.
Ooh, chance for birdie. thought they'd at least pick up a shot. Birdie looked like a sitter. Now par.
And getting ready for the putt. Frank, you hear it so often. This is a game of dealing with your miscues.
That's the beauty of this game of golf. It giveth and it taketh away.
Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Clean this up with a tap. So, with that, 3 over par now for the round. #14, pretty short par 4 at 358 yards. Frank?
Get the ball in play here, and certainly your best opportunity for birdie on the second 9 so far. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like.
Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
Oh, it looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much. Well, that was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Frank, here we go again. Another shot from the rough.
Yeah, let's see if he learned his lesson.
Frank, not close, but from that line, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich. Really. This is that awkward length.
Wrong time to be leaking oil here at the 14th hole, Frank.
Well, to state the obvious, too, that was very makeable. That's the one you'd expect to make more often than not. That's going to hurt.
Almost. Wow. Pretty good putt, Frank. Just didn't quite read it correctly.
Yeah, I would have certainly liked that to go in.
Wow, I thought it was going in just off the mark by a fraction. That hole certainly got the best of it. Triple bogey. Here at the 15th, a long par 4 at 499 yards. Frank, what are you looking to do off the tee?
Tee shot here is very similar to the one back at the par 5, where the fairway slopes left to right, and then the second shot's going to be uphill to a green that's actually built in the opposite direction. This is a tough par 4.
Frank just continuing to make the game look easy.
This just shortens the whole golf course up when you can hit it that far.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I'd say.
Superb shot.
Well, it's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Moves to 5 over. Well, not an especially good start to the tournament, Frank, through one round. They might be in jeopardy of missing the cut.
And they have to remember right now it's just one round, and they are, as you were saying, in the outside looking right in at the moment. But you never know. I've seen golf tournaments won from further back than this.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Pittsburgh Invitational. Excellent position, just a huge shot. Second from an excellent lie. How tough is this going to be now from the rough, Frank?
Oh, it's tough to say, Rich. I mean, so much is going to depend on that lie. I'm going to need a little bit of luck.
Playing a par 5, Frank, what happened on that third shot?
Yeah, it's a poor decision. But, well, hopefully he can eradicate that from the memory banks and really knuckle down on this. Do not want to drop a shot or make 6 here.
Well, the stats say that is a green hit in regulation, but it's not yet a par on the card. Very tough putt coming up. Oh, you can see the frustration. Almost kicked his putter head right there with a drop shot here at the fourth. Settles in over the putt. Frank, nothing really went the player's way this week.
Yeah, if this was motor racing, you'd say it's a case of having 4 flat tires.
Take you up now to the 5th hole, 382-yard par 4. Frank, what do you think of the 5th?
An excellent tee shot is required here with just a long iron. Even something as short as a 4-iron is fine because the hole's not overly long. If you can bisect the bunkers on both sides, that's the key there. Second shot's going to be a little downhill.
They'll pay a little bit of a price for missing the fairway here because from that rough, you cannot control the spin on the golf ball. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is gone.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Oh, my gosh, that hurts. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
Frank, you can see by the reaction, it has been that kind of week. Just a few too many pars. Frank, what's the pros' take on the first par 3 here at Oakmont, the 6th, at just under 200 yards?
Oh, it's a real beauty. Very narrow in the front. You can see how it pinches in so close. It starts to widen up, but even to try and carry that bunker on the right side, there's very few players in the world that could hit it that high and manage to stop the ball in that corner. Once again, you're trying to thread it through that avenue at the front of this green. It's a tough par 3.
Don't want to miss it right here.
No.
Ooh, what happened there, Frank? Just a couple of feet. Nothing wrong with that par putt. And we've come to the par 4-7. It is 434 yards. Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
It is a windy day out here, Frank. My hat just blew off. This is going to affect the players' shots, that's for sure. Good looking shot right here. Well, that one didn't work out. It didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Frank, in golf, as we know, there's short grass and there's long grass. We all want to be in that short grass, but it doesn't always work out that way. So what's the most important element from the shot, from the rough?
You have to be a little bit more conservative first and foremost, because you can't guarantee a perfect strike out of the long grass. So therefore you have to look around the greens, maybe short, to the right, to the left, and realize what's involved. And also just give yourself a slightly bigger target.
No problems there.
Yeah, it keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Frank, the par 3/8, it will take a player's very best strike.
Yeah, it's not often you see the odd driver come out of the bag, but when a hole can be stretched out to close to 300 yards, then everybody in the field needs some heavy artillery. It's a big, long par 3. Green does feed a little bit to the left, but at that distance, no hole is easy.
And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Frank, this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it. Send it.
Did the smart thing there, Frank. Took his medicine, back out onto the fairway. Third shot, looking for a good one.
Another good swing, another good approach shot.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Man,
I just pushed it.
that hurts. Just a little tap in here. Frank, you know full well, this can be a humbling game.
And an embarrassing game.
Rounding out the front nine here at Oakmont, Frank, it looks to be straight away, uphill. Anything to be cautious about on this tee shot?
Well, there certainly is. Years gone by, this was a par 5 for the US Opens of yesteryear. Par 5 still for the members. And the reason why is it's a little bit uphill, semi-blind tee shot, bunkers left and right, and of course rough if you miss those. This is one of those holes, even though it's a par 4 now, you miss the fairway here, you are not reaching this green in 2.
Tough approach shot here at the 9th. So he's hit it inside 30 feet, not his best, but still a chance.
Yeah, the odd 28-footer, and that's exactly what it is. I've seen a few of those go down.
So close. Well, too bad. He gives one back. Missed cut. What happened, Frank?
Just not good enough. That's the easy way. Way too many shots out there, especially for that caliber of play. So put it in the memory banks. Move forward. Better days ahead.